You know, in the 21st century, the drums of war, they're beating with a digital pulse. The battlefield has expanded way beyond land, sea, and air, right into this new, totally invisible domain. And it's a conflict fought not with soldiers and steel, but with code and keystrokes in the realm of cyberspace.
So I want you to forget everything you think you know about the opening moments of a war. The first move today is often silent. It's invisible, and it's designed to hit a target that's way more vulnerable than any military base. It's designed to hit the human mind.
Just imagine, waking up, you check your phone for prayer times, and you see this chilling message. Well, that's exactly what happened to millions of Iranians. And this wasn't some spam text. This was a push notification sent through one of the country's most popular religious apps called B'day Shaba.
And get this, that message reached over 5 million users, and it was timed perfectly with the outbreak of actual physical strikes. It was like a digital ghost whispering surrender into the ear of an entire nation, a massive, coordinated psychological blow.
Make no mistake, that message was no accident. It was a calculated act of psychological warfare, a really sophisticated digital strike designed to disrupt, to demoralize, and to sow chaos long before the first bomb ever fell. This, right here, is the new face of conflict.
That single event just perfectly illustrates the new front line of modern conflict. So what exactly is this invisible battlefield, and what are the rules of engagement when wars are fought in cyberspace?
At its core, cyber warfare is basically state-sponsored hacking on a massive scale. The goal isn't just to steal some information, but to completely degrade an enemy's ability to function, to communicate, and to fight back. And the stakes? They're incredibly high. And this is the key to understanding why nations like Iran, North Korea, Russia, and China invest so heavily in their cyber programs. It gives them what's called an asymmetric capability. See, you don't need a multi-billion-dollar aircraft carrier when a small team of really skilled hackers can achieve a huge, disproportionate impact for just a fraction of the cost.
All right, so every battlefield has its weapons, right? Well, the digital one is no different. So let's take a look at the primary tools that these state-sponsored actors are using to wage this invisible war.
The cyber arsenal is pretty diverse. It covers everything from simple website defacements that are just meant to spread propaganda, all the way to really sophisticated attacks on critical infrastructure. But you know, some nations, they have their specialties.
Let's talk about the wiper attack. Unlike ransomware, which, encrypts your data and demands a payment, a wiper's goal is just pure destruction. In 2012, an Iranian wiper attack on the oil giant Saudi Aramco erased 30,000 computers. Just gone. A similar attack hit a U.S. casino after its owner criticized the regime. The goal is just digital annihilation.
But Iran's strategy is often twofold, and this is pretty clever. According to former FBI officials, they'll do a relatively small hack and then use social media to blow the impact way, way out of proportion. It's a key insight into their thinking. I mean, why spend millions on some complex technical attack when you can get a way bigger psychological effect for a fraction of the cost? Their main goal isn't just technical disruption, it's about stoking fear and projecting an image of power.
Which brings us to the here and now. This relentless, shadowy exchange of digital blows between some of the world's most advanced cyber powers. It's this constant, high-stakes chess match being played in ones and zeros.
And what you see in this tit-for-tat exchange is the strategic logic at play. U.S. and Israeli forces use cyber ops to get intelligence and basically blind Iran's command structure. So, in response, Iran targets what it sees as Israel's core strengths, its elite cyber intelligence unit, its missile defense systems, and its financial sector. And of course, the battlefield is always evolving. The Pentagon is now pushing to become an AI-first military. What does that mean? It means using artificial intelligence to sift through absolute mountains of data from satellites, surveillance, and espionage, all to find and fix targets for both cyber and kinetic strikes with a speed and precision we've never seen before.
But this invisible war isn't just fought between governments in the shadows. It has a very real home front. So how does it actually affect our daily lives, you and me?
Honestly, this is the question that keeps security experts up at night. Because the systems that run our modern world, the ones we depend on for everything, they're all increasingly connected. And because of that, they're increasingly vulnerable. According to cybersecurity officials, state-sponsored actors from multiple countries have already gained access to parts of organizations across pretty much every critical infrastructure sector you can think of. They have probed our power grids, our water facilities, our banks. The groundwork for a major disruption
It's already in place. But okay, it's important to keep some perspective here. While the threat is definitely real, experts say a complete societal breakdown is pretty unlikely. The more immediate danger is to businesses. They're on the front lines, and they're the frequent targets, facing everything from data theft to those destructive wiper attacks. So all of this is pointing to a fundamental shift in the very nature of warfare. And as this digital arms race just keeps accelerating, what does it all mean for the future?
So let's be really clear about something. As devastating as a cyber attack can be, it does not yet anyway, replace the brutal physical reality of kinetic warfare. As we've seen in recent conflicts, missiles and drones are still the primary instruments of death and destruction.
And that right there reveals the true power of cyber warfare in the modern era. It's not a replacement for traditional military force, but it's a powerful and essential component of it. It lays the groundwork, it blinds the enemy, it sows confusion, and it makes sure the fight continues long after the shooting stops.
Which leaves us with a final, kind of unsettling thought. In an age where our physical world is completely dependent on a digital one, the line between them is just blurring. The invisible battlefield is all around us, and its borders are redrawn with every single click.